Today we wanted to talk about the basic of understanding real estate investment.
Right, so we're going to go through a lot of definitions with you. But basically, even ancient times, ancient Romans, they would buy real estate as investment. Many cultures all over the world still look at real estate as an investment, including here in America. So it's not just a financial avenue of just owning a home. It can be so much more than that. So we're going to talk about real estate investment is to many people a wealth generating strategy as well. So we're going to really delve into this a little bit more so we can really unpack it. So today's video is really just a lot of understanding basics.
Exactly. Therefore, we have history of 2500 from Romans
all over the
when
world.
they wanted to be in the Senate and they needed to buy a real estate to be close to the powerful people to keep their power and wealth, which is crazy. We didn't know it even. But why people doing a real estate investment?
Yeah, why?
Depends on some people they like to own, some people they like to manage, some people they wanted to rent, or some people they just wanted to sell for the profit, no?
Right.
Therefore, people buying it for different goals, and you were hoping with this or of that you as an investor can earn money through the, for example, rental income or the profit that generate from the property in this business, no?
Right, so we're really, again, talking about different types of properties. Did I miss anything? Oh, don't forget home value increase over time as well. Yeah. So you forgot the appreciation with that one.
Exactly.
Now let's talk about the types of investments, because there's many different types of real estate investments.
But before that...
Okay, let's hit it. Hi, it's Victoria. Welcome to our channel and podcast.
And if this is your first time in our podcast and YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and get notified.
Also, you call text all the time, 252-327-3357. We love talking to you. Don't be shy. Also, grab our buyer's guide and seller's guide in the description below. Now, the number one thing we can talk about, because we're the most expert in, would be residential properties. These are homes, single-family homes. It can be condos. It can be townhomes. You can even put some apartment buildings in this space if they're small apartment buildings, under 4. And those are basically you buy the home and then you're going to rent it out. It's the most old school and most common one that we know. What are the other options?
What are the other option is the commercial properties, which these places are for business, like an office of the in that building or a storefronts or the warehouse.
And another type of property is industrial property. This is where people do manufacturing, distribution, storage units are actually industrial property as well.
Or they do a retail properties, which consists of the shopping mall, retail stores. These are part of the retail properties.
And then also there's mixed use space, which is more than one of the above categories. So it's a retail on the first floor, apartment above the retail. So it could be both. So that is why there's a lot of different avenues you can go when we're talking about investments. So really it goes down to your goals and your strategies.
Exactly. Therefore, definitely here as an individual, you need to find out what is your goal and a strategy is in real estate.
And we're going to go into all of these detail a little bit more as well.
The several goals that we can address here, the first of them is income generation, as we said, and you can rent it out or use it for
again, you're going into detail. This is what the cash flow, right? So we're going to go into detail already. So this is a cash flow opportunity where you're typically renting out the property. Your mortgage is one number, you're renting at another number. And this is where you're going to exceed the number. So if you're renting, I'm going to make up random numbers here. If you're renting at $2,500 and you owe $2,000, your income generation in that situation is $500.
Exactly. Therefore, I wanted to go to that list again. Income generation, what else we can do?
Capital appreciation.
Capital appreciation. Therefore, many of you might talking about some investor primarily seek the capital appreciation. What is the capital appreciation?
This is basically you bank that this home is going to increase in value over time.
Exactly.
So you say, I want this one. I understand the market's going to be amazing and this is a really developing area. So if I buy this one low and I don't do anything with it, I'm not even going to rent it out. I'm just going to buy it and hold it, but not because I'm banking on appreciation, which definitely people do.
Exactly. Or you are preservative, and some people...
Preservation.
Talk about capital preservation, which they usually conservative and they wanted to keep the real estate assets as the original value with the minimum risk. And this most of the time happens in a very stable market, housing market.
Diversification is another one as well. This is when you're looking to diversify outside of your investment portfolio, other than the stocks and bonds, and you're just trying to reduce your risk. And real estate investment is generally considered a diversification that is correlated with your assets. So, I mean, that's a good thing too.
Exactly.
Now we
wanted to talk about the concept of the real estate investment. And the first thing that is important, what it is?
Leverage. That's always a great one, right? So this is the use of borrowed capital to increase the return on the investment. It is typically very common for rentals to have a mortgage to financially purchase the property, and then it's going to amplify your gains and loss. So basically, again, we're looking for those deals that are going to get you money.
The second thing that could be the first thing is location. Location is a long-standing mantra in real estate, meaning that the area that the property actually is situated is crucial because it influences demand of the rental and the property value appreciation in the future, and it's going to be good money in your pocket.
The next one for concepts, again, is cash flow. We need to make sure that that property is going to be a positive cash flow for you. So you want to make sure that the money being generated during a specific period of time means that you've accounted for the mortgage, the maintenance, and other costs. So you are getting a surplus of income.
Exactly. Number 4 is appreciation. We said it many times. Therefore, that refers to actually increase of the property value over the time and actually result in substantial gain for the investor upon the selling that property.
Right. So also, last thing we're going to talk about this before we talk into strategies is that don't forget real estate, like all markets, have a cycle. And I've been dealing with econ for a long time. So the basic 4 concepts of an economic cycle is expansionary. That means we're going up. We hit the peak. Now we're going to start coming down, contraction. And then once you hit the bottom, that's the trough. And then it goes back up again and goes down. And you see markets always go like this. And that's exactly a market cycle.
Exactly. Therefore, this 4 market cycle is super important. The next thing we wanted to talk about, the common strategy that the investor use in real estate to make money. The first strategy is buy and hold. It's an old strategy.
Right, so you buy it for one number, you're going to hold on to it, you're going to have a rental in there to make sure that you're having an income stream, but the expectation is the value is going to increase over time. What's the next strategy?
The next one that many people like to be in this category too, because their money is good in this category, is fix and flip. No? Which basically what they do?
They're looking for the cheap property that's going to, once you get repair value and renovate, and then you can sell quickly for a profit. Now, just because something is super cheap in the market, though, I want to point out with fix and flip, you should definitely have somebody who really understands the market to make sure that this is going to net you gains. Because the last thing you want to do is fix it and then not be able to flip it at the value that you want.
Exactly. Which comes again with the finance also too. Financing is very important. The next one that many of you might be interested in also is real estate investing trust. What is that?
The REITs. This is if you do not wish to directly manage your properties. REIT companies are basically, they buy the properties, they operate, and they're financially income, allowing you to buy investments into these properties, into a portfolio of real estate. So that is a very common one that's really growing on the internet as well.
Exactly. Now, what is our conclusion really?
Okay, so basically we wanted to make sure that you had a deep understanding of what we're talking about when we're talking real estate investment. We had somebody call us and we asked them what kind of ROI and they didn't even know. So we're basically trying to give you a really complex field and trying to understand that this investment does have risk, it has profit, it has benefits. And what the key goals are with these things. We want to make sure our goals are clear with these risks and their benefit reward. What about what do you think about the approach?
The best approach actually is the well-informed one.
Right.
No?
So when I got somebody on the phone who doesn't know, that's not a good thing.
Exactly. Therefore, you need to be well-knowledge. You need to study. And sometimes people call us and don't have in the primary and they say, I'm an investor. And that is not the same thing that we are here talking about.
So we wanted to give you some basic terminology and some basic market dynamics and really just kind of give you some definitions for this one.
And don't forget to call us, Alan Victoria, real estate agent in Greenville and Winterville, North Carolina. We'd love to help you even if you're an investor or first-time home buyer, and we are here for you.